Hi, Stephanie. Do you like my ridiculously floofy hat? I'm a floof. It really needs to redo her roots. So congratulations on finishing your project. I'm so excited and proud for you, and I'm just, I know I already said it in text, but I figured I'd put it in my letter as well. You wanted to know about things that I was proud of that I could show you. Unfortunately, it's a little hard for me to show part of my stuff, mostly because a lot of my stuff tends to be writing. So I'm really proud of this thing, but that isn't really something super recent, other than it getting picked up by a small publisher. I don't know if anything will come of that, if it'll be a good decision or not, but it was very low risk, so I'm excited to give that more traditional approach a try. When it comes to music that was recorded this past year, whatnot, I would definitely say this right here is something I'm really proud of. I really want to do a video for it because I really love it. It makes me happy, and I feel like it very much communicates that even though sometimes our paths together have been crazy and rough and difficult, I wouldn't take it any other way. But what I'm really most proud of, especially this week, would be the Curiosity community. I know you're very new to it, so maybe you haven't really experienced too much, but these guys right here they're amazing. I had a live stream this weekend, as well as a bunch of other craziness. In fact, this whole past week, as I'm pretty sure you know, between my car and it's been stressful and anxiety filled, and these people right here have been, and down there, have been the most amazing, supportive, and loving people. Like, some of them donated to help financially, some have donated games for to stream, some have just dedicated a lot of time to making sure that I'm feeling like they're at my side at all times. They stayed around for a 12-hour stream. It's so crazy. They're just so supportive and loving and smart and brilliant and compassionate. And honestly, if I were to talk about things that I'm most proud of, it's them. It's the fact that I have created an environment somehow that people that brilliant and amazing want to be around, and they're connecting with each other, and they're finding comfort in their own lives, and that I'm able to provide, or because they're here because of me, someone else is able to provide some, that they feel connected. And I haven't kept a running total, but off the top of my head, I can at least name, I won't for their privacy's sake, but 4 or 5 people who have reached out since I started. And I know it's more than that, but these are just people that I know I've spoken to personally rather than just in a note, or they sent me an owl. Since I started in 2013, who were because of you, and your talk and your support about mental health, I've been going to see a therapist again, or I'm getting help again, and I've been seeking stuff for, I've been making sure that I tell people when I'm feeling dark thoughts and whatnot. And I could make the most amazing script or award-winning song tomorrow, and it still would not overshadow how proud I am of that, of being able to help those people. And the funny thing is, I'm not even really sure how I did it, and maybe it's just a matter of making sure that people don't feel alone. And I think on that note, because this past week, month, or whatever has just been so crazy, between my day job and bills and just everything, and the car, between all of that, it's really solidified certain people in my life who I can always talk to. And that list is really endless and includes so many people, many of whom I don't live super near anymore, but of course my partner is one of them, and my mom, who has been there since obviously birth, supporting me. And when it rains it pours, she's I will be as much of an umbrella as I can, and sometimes that means giving me a small loan if she can afford it, and sometimes it's just letting me vent. And on Monday I don't know why, I just felt really anxious and awful, and I just needed to just kind of emotionally vomit And the doctor let me do it with like no questions asked. He just listened, no judgment. And I think everybody needs hopefully more than one person in their life who has it. But seriously, even if you just have one person who lets you just so you can vent it out, that is the world. I have a lot of family members who are not mine by blood, and I don't want to try to name them all because I imagine I would forget someone and then I would just feel awful. What I really want to get to is I want you to tell me about one person at least, just one person in your life, whether it's a parent or a friend. I mean, I'm gonna talk mostly about my mom because the doctor prefers that I don't talk too much about him. He's a very private person, but my mom is this amazing pillar of strength in my life. She's gone through so much, and yet she's still one of the happiest people I know, and I think that's who I really want to be, you know? I mean, I'm hoping that some of this stress is not just gonna be a staple of my life, but I love her spirit, and I love how compassionate and forgiving and loving as she is. She always taught me that forgiveness it's always worth doing. It doesn't mean you let someone back in your life. If someone is a very toxic human, that person does not necessarily deserve a place in your life, but they also don't deserve your hate. And more importantly, you don't deserve that hate, because if you're putting that out into the world, it's gonna do more damage on you than them, and you deserve better than that. And that's my mom. My question to you is, what is one person that you really look up to, or that you know you can always go to when things get scary or terrible or whatever, that one person that when you know, when you hear it's gonna be okay, you believe it. I mean, I imagine like me you have a lot, but just tell me a little bit about one person in your life. It's got really serious suddenly super fast. I'm sorry. I love you and I miss you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.